888-282 to send me a text. AlanCoxShow.com. If you need to hit me up on social or watch, get it there. Thanks again to Dirk Donaldson for helping out today. Cavaliers lose here at home last night to Dallas. The final there won 20-112 against the Mavericks. They'll go to Atlanta tonight. They'll go to New York on Saturday, playing the Hawks 7:30 tonight here on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app if you want to listen to the game there. And as tomorrow kicks off April, you'll have, well, how many days are in April? 30 days?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You'll have 30 days of a brand new promo code. Save yourself 20% off at CLE Clothing Company. Use the word GUARD. Spring today. It's the last day of March, so you want to use the word spring if you're buying something from them today. But come tomorrow, you can use the word GUARD as we're moving into baseball season. They're playing actual games now, aren't they? Had a good year? They're losing them, I think.
They're playing games.
I think they're playing ones,
preseason games, yeah.
1 week from today is going to be the Guardians season opener, opening day. So we will be here for a couple hours, and then we'll be airing the opening day game. That's a 4:10 pitch against the Kansas City Royals. And then on the 15th, that is the Guardians home opener, and we will be live doing the show downtown. I will tell you where very soon. But they're playing the San Francisco Giants for the home opener, and it's a night game, so we'll be doing a regular show. Usually on the home opener, we're on earlier in the day because it's an afternoon game, but this year is the first night home opener in a long, long time. So I think that's like a 7:05 start on the 15th against San Francisco. I don't know who's on the San Francisco Giants. That's not a team that I pay a lot of attention to. But who knows? Who do they have
for him?
Barry Bonds, I remember.
Know I don't follow baseball that closely, so I don't know who's on their team.
Okay. But I bet they do have some people on that team.
I think they're a good team.
I bet that they have an active roster.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Who do they have? What's a name I recognize? Nope. Nope. Evan Longoria. I know who that is.
Oh, yeah, he was with the
He's on
Rays
the Giants.
for a while, right?
There you go. That's right. But I don't think I know one other person on the San Francisco Giants. Nevertheless, who cares? They'll be here on the 15th to play your Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's a teacher on TikTok who was telling people about the sickest burn he ever got from his students, and it sounds to me like he's leading a pretty charmed life. You know, some of these other videos that you see of teachers where, like, the kids are throwing crap at their head, screaming at them, getting in fights. You know, we played that audio a week or so ago of that guy screaming at the class. They were idiots, and he didn't need this job, and he's doing them a favor. They're doing nothing for him, screaming. This guy's in his car talking about how his students burned him.
High school kids will roast you over the most mundane things. I was minding my business eating a sandwich, and a couple of students walked up to me, and one goes, "Mr. Salem, are you eating that sandwich with no beverage?" I responded, "Yeah, I guess I am." The student turns and shouts to his friends, "Mr. Salem eats his lunch with no bev." This girl chimes in and goes, "No bev? It's giving sociopath." My students literally called me No Bev Salem for the rest of the week. It was honestly a pretty devastating week.
Yeah, so anyway, No Bev Salem is really what they're slinging. It's giving sociopath, by the way. Love that. But boy, this guy's leading a pretty charmed life. Some of these teachers are like, yeah, I had to duck.
Yeah.
I had to hide under my desk because of what was happening in this classroom.
Child pulled a knife on me.
Are you eating a sandwich with no bev?
Oh my god! I can't believe you're like
No Bev Salem. I'm watching this, waiting for him to really. He's like, oh my god, these kids, they just epic burn. These students are brutal out here. They made fun of me for not drinking a beverage.
Which is kind of, honestly...
Why would you not have a beverage with your
pretty
lunch?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a sandwich. Bread, dry?
Come on. Grab a Fanta, man.
What are you doing?
Something. I had a sandwich for dinner
Even
last
just some
night.
water, yeah.
I had a sandwich for lunch.
After talking to you guys about the whole sandwich thing.
What'd you have?
a turkey sandwich
That's what I had for lunch yesterday.
with Colby Jack
Okay.
and pickles.
Amen.
It was pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what? Just a good sandwich every now and then, where you're like, I don't need anything fancy. Just want a sandwich.
Well, I hadn't made a sandwich in 100 years.
Yeah.
Someone makes one for me. I go, oh.
Yeah. You really want to get fancy? Put some cucumbers on there.
Yeah. I looked for one. We didn't have any
He did.
cucumbers.
They're pickles.
Yeah, but not pickled cucumbers.
Cucumbers,
Yeah,
yeah.
but a pickle gets the job done in a much better way.
I had a chicken salad sandwich for lunch today. Alfalfa sprouts, pickles, lettuce on a croissant.
Hey, I had a chicken salad wrap yesterday.
God, I love
when
chicken
Nolan and I
salad.
had lunch.
I love chicken salad.
A lot of it's way too mayo-y.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's super goopy, but they do a good job. We go to the Harp, but they do a good job over there.
Yeah, big fan, big fan.
All right. So Poundcake had he's in the chicken club.
Well,
What's
I
up?
like alfalfa sprouts.
I
on
love
my
alfalfa
sandwich.
sprouts.
Well, you're not in the club.
I used to get alfalfa sprouts, but isn't that always the thing that shows up as people getting sick?
Yes.
Like, don't they get listeria? Like alfalfa
Jimmy
sprouts are like the
John's-
number one thing that can get you sick.
Oh yeah, Jimmy John's doesn't even carry them anymore because so many people are getting
Right.
sick. Like national chains won't carry them anymore. But if you go, I went to like a little cafe in Berea, and they always have them. So whenever I want some sprouts, I'm like, oh yeah, I know where to get them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do. It's like I don't know if it's E. coli or whatever it is.
One of those, listeria,
Makes you
E.
sick.
coli. I think listeria is a meat thing, but I mean, it's, yeah. It seems like alfalfa sprouts were always getting people sick.
I thought that was an Incubus song.
Alfalfa sprouts?
No, Listeria.
No, I think that's a Def Leppard song, isn't it? From a long time ago. Listen, we have regaled you with tales of things happening, South Euclid, Ohio,
Oh boy.
where people like to have sex with animals on more than a few occasions. But, they haven't cornered the market on all kinds of weird stuff going on. Ohio has a lot to live up to as the Florida of the North. And they caught a guy stealing about $400 worth of sex toys at the Cirillas in Elyria.
I can't believe that place is still open.
They
Because
got
it's
60 stores. It's a big chain.
well, it's a sex store, but like that Elyria Mall has been dead for I don't know how long. And the fact that anything is still alive over there, it has to be a sex store. No wonder that place is still there because that's the only thing that's going to have that area survive. Sex.
There's a lot of people that still don't want to get their stuff ordered because they're afraid it's going to come in a big old dildo box.
But that's a real fear, though.
It's gonna say giant dirty sex toy.
But why is that a real fear? Because every company that advertises says
discreet
packaging.
The same reason that
So it's gonna
Mary's
say, "Oh,
boyfriend
my
won't use a
blender's here."
banking app. Yeah, like,
We count on people not doing their jobs. So they were like, it's going to come in, Climaxer 5000 or something.
Yeah,
like
but they're
that.
not printing boxes that say giant dildo inside.
You don't
They
know
should.
that. You don't know. Sometimes you can see it.
Well, what are you hiding? Like, if you're going to buy this and use it.
Because sometimes it might be like a sex bot or something. Like, you don't know. No one wants a Sibian delivered to their house. You just don't. You want to go pick it up and haul it in the back of your trunk.
I want it to just be there one day.
Walk in, there's a Sibian.
But nothing's got to be less sexy. And I was watching a documentary on these people that were trying to spice up their marriages and relationships with all kinds of various sex dolls and toys and things like that. And this one couple purchased a real doll. They dropped serious money
They're very expensive.
on one of these real dolls, right? But even when you're spending $6,000-$7,000, you still have to put it together. And that has to be the
Talk about
least
the packaging,
that has to be the least sexy thing. You'd almost want to have it.
You mean you don't pour a glass of wine, light some candles, turn on some Barry Manilow, let the lights down low, and then put together your real doll?
Let me plug in her cooch, and then we'll see what we. Let me warm that up first. Yeah, and it showed these two like opening the box, and they're kind of chuckling about it. But your thought has to be, boy, this is going to be great when we're done doing it. Hand me that hex wrench so I can get her leg on.
My darling, I can't find your left leg, baby.
It just doesn't seem sexy at all. You'd want to come home, to your point, you'd want to come home, and the doll was completely assembled. So it looks like a person, or as close as it possibly can. That's the other downside. You're out $7,000, it still doesn't quite look like a human girl. Anyway, this guy, a 28-year-old Joshua Millsap, stole almost $400 worth of sex toys from the Cirillas out in Elyria. And store employee identified him. White male carrying a large knife on his hip. What happened was the knife, he cut the lining of his coat and just started putting sex toys inside the coat. So I guess he thought he probably walked in with like a big perv duster on. And
but
so
I like how the knife wasn't even used to threaten. It's for the coat.
Yeah, right. So
like,
they call, and why would
it's
you,
like an idea he had in the moment.
why wouldn't you pre-cut your coat?
Oh my God.
I do
Have I got a plan?
So they call the cops. They see this guy doing stuff. And they called the cops, and they show up and said he was getting into the passenger side of a Ford sedan. And the cops walk up to him, and he copped to stealing the stuff. And when they got some of them out of the car,
There goes date night.
the clerk said that some items were still missing. And then he said that he had cut a slit in his jacket. And they checked his jacket, and they found the additional items. He had stolen a shapeshifter anal. I don't know what that is. He had stolen a $68 vibrating ring, a 3-pack C-ring, a universal pump sleeve, an inflatable vibrator. He had stolen Stay Hard donut rings. And he had stolen $43 worth of sound trainers. Remember sounding?
I found out what
He
that
bought
was.
sounding rods that come in various sizes, so when you want to put them...
Yeah, you can't start big. You got to work your way up.
Oh, we learned about this from Dr. Berglund years ago on Is It Red? He said people would come in with sounding injuries, and there are these metal tubes in various sizes that men will insert into their urethra so that
Various
they can
diameters.
stretch it out. That's right. And so this
Stretch it
guy,
out.
I don't know if he was...
Wait a minute.
sound training sounds like he was just getting into this.
I keep getting those emails from the company who
Do
got to
your
do sound
sound
training.
training?
Yeah.
Don't they, one, I found out about sounding on this show. That's the only reason I ever
Yeah,
heard of that
yeah.
is because we talked about it here too. Don't they like put it in there and then like hit it and it vibrates or something?
Well, that's a tuning fork. I don't
I am thinking that was
Ding! I mean, maybe if you're into sounding and perfect pitch.
I fully this whole time that's what I've been picturing. It's just like the thing with the handle and shoving one end of it and then hitting the other end and it vibrating. That's what I've been picturing.
I'm not saying they don't do that. I'm just saying that I think if you've gotten to sounding, you're really bored. You've missed a lot of other things that are probably fun. But yeah,
You just like to push the envelope. But yeah.
he stole a shapeshifter inflatable butt plug and the urethral sound trainer.
Now, if you're doing it the way Mary's talking about, do you also have what's the click track going?
Metronome.
Yeah, metronome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm trying to get perfect pitch in my dong. Yeah, I don't.
Stupid.
No, I don't know that they don't do that. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I didn't know how thin or thick they are. I mean, I'm not musically inclined, so I don't know much about tuning forks.
I think if you really want to go down that road, the way that it was explained to me is that some people want the diameter to get so large that they can receive someone else in there.
Is it just a
if they're
sensation?
into docking, huh?
Like, what's the point of like? It's a sensation.
It's got to be a
thing?
sensation. Body modification? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure why you would want to end up with a garden hose down there, but
Well, you just gotta mess
you
up
know,
the way you pee, right? It just
all
like leaks out.
Yes, don't put things in there. It all messes up.
Like a
you know.
waterfall.
Yeah. It's a lot of bored people who apparently really want to test their pain threshold.
And this is just a male thing, right? Women aren't doing this. Are they putting things in there? We have a urethra as well.
I think this is primarily a male
Okay.
thing. Yeah, I don't know that women are doing that. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Alan.
What's up?
Yeah, some years ago, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, there's an adult store out near Amherst. Somebody stole a dump truck from somewhere, drove it up there, ran it through the back wall, went in there and stole a torso off the wall, and then took the dump truck back. They never did
Yeah.
catch the guy.
Yeah.
They never did catch the guy. They never got it back.
Why do you need a dump truck just to steal the torso?
Well, they had to run through the back wall.
Yeah, to
drove
break
through the
into the
wall of the
wall.
place.
Yeah,
I see.
got dumps like a truck.
Yeah, the
Torso like,
torsos
what?
are weird,
What?
and
What?
thank you, Jim. The torsos are weird, and also just the like you can buy back in the day, the Jenna Jameson, where you just buy the hips.
You get the hips with the butt.
Yeah.
So very.
It's cut like right at the waist, and then you get a little bit of the thighs, and that's all you need.
want
They're
a little
like, this is all I
disembodied
need.
pleasure?
There you go. This is all I need.
Yeah, I call it the perfect woman.
Just hips.
Yeah. Some guy posted, or maybe a woman, she posted a text that she got regarding a job offer, and either the person didn't edit it or what. She posted a screenshot from her phone after she got a weird text. She had applied for a job, and she didn't mention what the job was. But the text was, "Hey, Jasmine, I'm just following up on our paperwork appointment for Monday. Are you still interested in the position, you piece of crap?" So imagine getting that. And
I what?
she ended up not taking the job. She said it was just a minimum wage job anyway. But
Talk to text, maybe?
Right, but check before you send. I mean, piece of crap. What would that possibly be in talk to text?
Well, I mean, maybe they were talking to
Please reply
something
back.
else.
Yeah.
Right. Or
Yeah.
yelling. Maybe they were
They
a road
rolled at a
rager
cat
and they were
or
yelling at
something,
someone.
yeah.
Would you like, are you still interested in this position, you piece of crap?
Piece of crap! Anyway. hit me back.
Anywho, we think you'd be a great addition to Morgan Stanley, Dean Witter, and we'd love to have you here.
Not anymore, by the way. Used to be a piece of crap.
You're not?
No.
What changed?
You know, just grew up.
Yeah?
What?
He just said that he's not a piece of crap anymore, and I asked
Yeah,
what
you-
Who
changed.
said that you were?
I did. I used to be.
Oh.
Not anymore.
All right.
And the only thing that's...
Nothing but a piece of crap.
He said the only thing that changed is he grew up.
You are nothing but a piece of crap.
You emit a foul and unpleasant odor. All right, well, good. I'm glad that you've grown to the extent that that one can. At what point do you grow and evolve as a person? At what point do you decide you are no longer a piece of crap?
When you stop doing piece of crap things.
But what's
I mean-
the demarcation line? I mean, if you stop one doing,
Well, it depends on what your crap-like behaviors were.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was being drunk and selfish and not caring about consequences. That was my big one. I don't know what Bill's big was. Some people, it's cheating. I stopped
Mm-hmm.
cheating. Now I'm not a piece of crap anymore.
There you go.
So it just depends on what your thing was. Fighting people, punching old ladies.
oh,
I
what
don't
you
know.
define as your piece of crap
Yeah, I don't
behavior.
think
Yes.
punching old ladies is fine.
Oh,
I
well.
just don't cheat anymore.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I just didn't care, and I just need to care more. Mine.
Yeah, seriously. Whatever yours is, everyone has one.
People were like, "Why didn't you text me?" I'm like, "I just didn't feel like it."
You're not that important.
I just was doing
Yeah,
stuff.
but you still feel that way, I feel like.
But that also doesn't. I don't think that rises to the level of being a
of crap.
piece of crap.
Well, I think when people care a lot about you, and then you're just like, well, why didn't you text me? I was like, well, I was just watching my show. You know how I am about my show. I don't like to be disturbed. Yeah, but like, I just wanted to see how your day was. Yeah, well, I was watching my show.
He's talking about his mom.
I didn't write me back. You're talking about somebody texts you and you hit them back like a day later?
If I hit them back at all.
Oh, you don't even respond to them.
Sometimes.
Well, that's just rude, though.
I know, but sometimes I'm like,
That's his piece of crap behavior.
it's a piece of crap.
Well, I'm just saying, I still don't think that rises to the level of piece of crap. I mean, it's not, it's rude, but I mean, but it's also, you're not that busy.
I know.
That's why it makes him a piece of crap.
Right, because he has no excuse.
No excuse other than he just.
I don't feel
wanna
like
be.
it.
I don't feel like it.
What's yours? That you only eat a bite of bagel, quarter bagel? That's your piece
Yeah.
of crap behavior.
Yeah. I'll only have a quarter bagel.
And then he doesn't even give the bread to anybody else. He just throws it in the garbage.
Doesn't feed it to the birds.
But not in the recycling, because I
Not
know
in the
that's a bunch
recycling,
of
yeah,
nonsense.
yeah.
That's a piece of
Like,
crap.
I don't think you can recycle
Bread?
bagel. Yeah.
You don't know how I eat. Yeah, okay, so texts. And then, so it really runs the gamut.
Well, because I know with certain people, if I text them, it's not just going to be like, how was your day? is they want to have a conversation. And sometimes I don't want to have a conversation via text. Like they'll send me a paragraph and then I'll be like, oh.
Well, you should call their bluff and just call them. They won't pick up.
No, because they want to have a text conversation, and I'm not.
Well, no, call them. Have a words conversation.
Yeah, that takes less time.
I'm not doing this over text.
Okay.
Because you see people talking into their phones, talk to text and sending conversations. And like, why don't you just call them?
Yeah.
You're already talking into your phone. Just put the
so
person.
close.
You're so close. Just put the
You
other
almost
person.
got it.
Put the other person on the other end. Yeah, be a lot easier. I bet you there's a 50-50 chance they won't pick up. Just call their bluff, and then they'll text you. Oh, I just want to text.
Hey, give me a call.
I don't want to text. Yeah, give me a call.
Sorry, I was driving. You get that automatic reply.
Well, that's nice. That's a nice thing to do is the automatic reply. I don't send no automatic reply.
Well, no, I think it does it with automatic
I think you have
reply.
to set your phone to send an automatic reply.
It's like linked to your phone or your
I'm
car.
driving. I'm not, doing that right now. Okay, I'm going to break. I will have Chris Rock tickets for you later on. Also, Kid Rock tickets. So be very clear about which one you're calling for. Kid Rock or Chris Rock. Two very guaranteed, very different shows. And then another copy of WW2K